at you, so prim and proper on the surface. Who would ever suspect the hellcat that lurks within? I have to admit that you've surprised me, Elizabeth. I seem to have underestimated you.
Are you having any pain?
Of course, that insipid Emily clone has only herself to blame for Nikolas's wandering eye. She played him abominably from the start. And she didn't count on you waiting in the background, ready to console Nikolas with sex at the first opportunity.
You know, I am so glad to see having a mysterious, life-threatening illness hasn't mellowed you one bit. Helena, you can think what you want, you can say what you want. Nobody's gonna believe your insane rantings.
Except that I'm telling the truth, and we both know it. You know, you remind me so much of Laura.
Laura?
A craven manipulator posing as a paragon of virtue, leaving emotional destruction in her path.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, I watched her. I watched her drive my sons to distraction, pitting brother against brother just to win her faithless heart. Laura toyed with Stefan and Stavros the same way you are toying with Nikolas and Lucky. Oh, Lucky, the poor fool, eyes shimmering with loyalty and trust. Can you imagine the devastation when Lucky learns that he is being doubly betrayed? His one true love sleeping with his brother. Might be enough to send him reeling back into addiction hell.
Shut your mouth, or I will shut it for you.
What did I say?
Looks like I got here just in time.
Luke, join us. Though you might find our conversation both fascinating and illuminating.
Is Lucretia Borgia spitting up poison at you, Elizabeth?
No, I'm fine.
Elizabeth and I were just discussing the illusion of morality. Now, a pretense that you and I would not waste time on.
Very esoteric.
No, it's really quite simple. Say that there is one man that I want to marry for reasons that are, well, somewhat, yes, esoteric. But there is a catch. You see, there's someone else that I really want in my bed. So you see, moral dilemma. Something that Elizabeth, I'm sure, knows a bit about.
You know, Helena, I know that you don't grace many hospital beds with your acerbic wit, so here is a little tip. It's not wise to piss off the medical personnel, standing by your bed with scalpels handy and needles and radioactive isotopes that could be injected into your IV line.
Oh, Elizabeth and I are old adversaries. Well, sparring is our means of communication, right, dear?
Leave her alone. Spar with me. That's what I'm here for. Do your worst.
So gallant and so protective. You might not be so quick to jump to Elizabeth's defense. If you knew what I know.
Look, I appreciate the concern, but I won't be dragging you into the middle of any Cassadine wars anytime soon.
Look, I'm just saying that you can depend on me. Nikolas, I'll stand by you against anything, anyone. Including scary Cassadines who eat women like me for lunch.
I hope you had better luck convincing Nikolas to send Helena back to Greece where she belongs.
That's his call to make.
I need her here at the moment. Why? To get information on this long-lost uncle of mine. You know you can't trust anything she says. She'll probably tell you exactly the opposite of what you need to know. She's just looking for a way back in, and you're standing there holding the door wide open
But she's the only source of information I've got right now.
I'm strongly suggesting you find somebody else. Because if you let her back in, it's you who's going to unleash hell on all of us.
Are you finished here, Nurse Weber, medically speaking?
Yes,
What's the verdict?
it's no change in her vitals.
Well, then I'm sure you have other patients to take care of. If you don't mind this one, and I have a few things to discuss.
What's wrong, dear? Hesitant to leave me alone with Luke in fear of what I might reveal?
Nothing you say can hurt me.
Can you see it? Though the halo is a tad crooked and slightly tarnished.
Oh, stop it. Go ahead, Elizabeth. I'll take it from here. You know, I'm starting to think that saving her life was a gross mistake.
What? You would kill me for the high crime of telling the truth about that mealy-mouthed little betrayer? Elizabeth Weber Spencer, whatever she calls herself, is a far cry from the angel she purports to be. Well, you may not be interested in what Elizabeth has done, but I guarantee you, Lucky will be.
Rebecca, have you seen Nikolas?
Earlier, yeah. Apparently there's some tension between him and Lucky about Helena.
Yeah, well, Nikolas should listen to Lucky. Helena is evil, and he should have never brought her here.
Well, he's in a difficult position, Elizabeth. I would think you of all people would understand that. But no matter how awful she is, she's still his grandmother, right? And now she's sick, apparently terrified of this mysterious relative.
You don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea the type of damage Helena can inflict. And you better pray you never find out.
Make no mistake, my little Venus flytrap, the only reason you're sucking air is because you can provide information about your funny Valentine. Don't think for a minute you're going to parlay that into open season on the Spencers.
Your utter lack of concern amazes me and makes me that much more impressed with Elizabeth's mastery of duplicity. But then again, it's only Lucky's welfare that we're talking about. The dispensable son. Oh, Luke!
Oh, you like that?
Oh, stop!
Like that?
Did you get anything useful out of her?
I'm done here. You work her over for a while. If she doesn't give you anything useful, ship her back to Greece. She was already well on her way to knocking at death's door. Maybe we should have just left her to her fate.
Well, my darling grandson, I can't thank you enough for saving my life. And for proving that at your core, you are a Cassadine through and through.
No, grandmother, don't divulge yourself. At best, you're a temporary, necessary evil. But I'm warning you. If I find out that this is a setup, I have to go.
A summons from Elizabeth?
Why'd you want to meet me here?
The only place I could think of where we wouldn't be seen. Nikolas, Helena knows everything.
What do you mean?
She accused me of sleeping with you.
Well, she couldn't possibly know that.
Yeah, but she does, and she's gonna tell Lucky.
Never said you wanted to see me.
Well, I was hoping we could converse in a more civilized manner than we've managed so far.
Just so you know where I stand. I'm not gonna stop until I convince Nikolas to send you packing.
It's really quite touching, the faith that you placed in your brother, when all the people you love. How would it feel to know that all of that precious trust had been betrayed?